So the new AverMedia's document cameras have been put in your classroom, and I just want to show you how you can set it up and get it started. The directions before tell you about how to download the software from the Software Center, and that's called A+ Sphere 2. And when you search for it, you can put it on your desktop. It'll be Sphere 2. It's a big orange S. And that's the software you'll be using. But you need to connect the camera first and get it all set up and powered on, and then open your software. So first of all, when you plug this in, I'm going to show you some of the features here. We really won't be using the remote. Unless you would like to use it, I can get it passed out to you. There's only two cords that I passed out to you. We have your power cord, which goes on this side, and a USB connection. Okay, this USB connection has this end to it. Okay, and it slides right in there. Just be careful putting it in, and that'll be connected directly to your computer. We won't be using any of these ports because there's kind of old technology. On this side, you want to make sure there is ability to have like an HDMI, a storage device, an SD storage device, but we probably don't use that. You want to make sure this little switch is set to RGB. It should be set there as a default, but if there's a problem, double check that switch. And as you go around, looking at this, okay, there's also some HDMI input and output, which you could attach an HDMI directly to your computer, but mostly we're using those for something else. But if not, if you have an HDMI cord, you can just connect it there instead of this USB cord. So after you've gotten it set up, I'll tell you a couple things around here. When you power it up, it'll be red, okay? We're looking for a solid green. So when you push it on once, give it a second, then it starts blinking red, okay? It kind of looks like an orange in this, but it's actually red. So you just gotta wait for it to power up. Blinking red's okay, it's just kind of warming up. Waiting and waiting. And hopefully it'll get started here. So while that's warming up, it will turn solid green. You'll notice a couple things on this that you can use. First of all, you want to turn your lamp on, okay? And you can actually freeze and stop if you want to change out a document. There it went green. There's also plus and minus to get closer. These buttons are also located in the software. I usually use just the software because this is a little bit cumbersome when I'm teaching. I can just click on my computer. You can increase your light, okay, or decrease it. And they do have recording here, but we won't be using this because this will have to go directly to that storage device. So we use the recording and capture picture on the software, okay? So that's the basic of that. Now I'm going to open my software on my computer, and you'll notice that, okay, it's now looking down at a document in a second. I'm going to throw one down here. And you'll have to get used to how you're going to orientate it, how you can move this screen. I mean, you can move this thing in many directions. The arm is very flexible. You can actually lift it up to take video if you want to of a presentation. It's a really good camera. That's why we moved from those ePivos that you had, which are kind of ancient. So, and looking at the software, okay, right now I'm in full screen. Let me kind of move this out of the way. It's kind of hard to film this with camera. And I'll get back to out of full screen. Let me see. Let's press escape. Okay, so there's a lot of different tools you can use over here on the bottom. Okay, I want you to investigate those. I'll do another training when I have all of you together who would be interested in learning a little bit more about this. But you'll notice that I have some things open here in the document, and that is found under this 9 dotted icon here. And that's all the things that when I take captures and videos, they'll be stored here. They're also stored on your computer, but this is an easy way to grab them. So if I just took this picture right here, what's great is that I can actually just drag this and drag it onto my desktop if I wanted to save. And it will put it right on the desktop there, so I can open it up in another program, or I can upload it to another thing. So this is just the beginning of the software presentation, but just wanted to give you a heads up on how to download the software and also how to set it up.